So let us solve some of the numericals on the power calculation. Now the example reads like this. A train weight 300 kilonewton is pulled by an engine on a level track at a constant speed of 72 kilometers per hour. The track resistance due to friction is 15 Newton per kilonewton weight of the train. Find the power of the engine. So now here the weight of the train is 3000 kilonewton. So therefore the resistance due to friction, the resistance due to friction is equal to, what is that, for every the kilonewton weight of the train is 15 Newton, so therefore 15 into 3000, so that is equal to 45,000 the Newton. So much is the resistance which is going to be developed. So now the engine has to work in overcoming this resistance and it has to move with a speed. The speed of the train or velocity of the train is given. The constant velocity is equal to 72 kilometers per hour. So that is 72 multiplied by 1000 divided by 60 into 60. It works out to be 20 meters per second. 20 meters per second. Now the train has to resist so much of resistance and then velocity, it has to move with so much of velocity. Then what is the power required? What is the power required in order to overcome this resistance and move with the same speed? Let P be the force, the net force. Let P be the let P be the force exerted by the engine for the speed of, for constant speed of 20 meters per second. 20 meters per second. So now this is the force what we required. That means therefore the net force required. Therefore the net force required in order to pull this train with the required speed the net force in the direction of the motion, that means net force in the direction of motion. Now the resistance is, what that resistance was, how much? The F what you have calculated is 45,000 Newton. Am I right? So therefore net force is equal to the force exerted by the train engine minus F. That must be the net force, so that it can move with so much of speed. If you call it as a 1, the equation 1, that means net force in the direction of the motion is equal to force exerted by the engine minus the frictional force developed because of the friction. So now we know that when the train is moving with constant speed, constant velocity or speed, So velocity, that means, so what it is, we know that when the train is moving with a constant speed, constant velocity, it indicates that acceleration is zero. Acceleration is zero. That means, that is the net force is equal to, that is what we said, ma. So because of the acceleration is zero, so it will be equal to zero. So therefore, now this also speaks about the net force, and here also is the net force equating 192 P minus F is equal to 0. So that means P minus 45,000 is equal to 0. So that means P is equal to 45,000 Newton force is required. So much of Newton of force is required. So then, now the power is equal to, so what is that? Power is equal to, that means the force, that means the net force multiplied by velocity. So net force is 45,000 multiplied by velocity is 20. So therefore, this works out to be 9 lakhs Newton meter per second. 9 lakhs Newton meter per second. 9 lakhs, sir. So that means 9 lakhs watts or otherwise. So this will be equal to, what is that? 900 kilowatt. That means this will be, what is that? Watt. So how one can calculate? So that means the net force is equal to force exerted by the engine minus the resistance. That will be the net force. As this train is going with a uniform velocity, that means it indicates that acceleration is zero. So that net force must be equal to zero. That means ma must be equal to zero. Equating 1 and 2, you will get, this is the power exerted by the engine.